Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I'm your host, Darryl Moore, the Cigar vlogger. I'm glad you're here with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please click like and share if you haven't done so already. I'm so glad to be here. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day. I'm just happy. I am in a good mood. I feel good. Just excited, man. I'm just feeling really up. Hello to everybody here in the chat. And hello to everybody lurking in the bushes. You know who you are. I love you anyway. Legit Doctorate, Christine, Ava, Amaria, Mad Church Disease, Angela, Lynn, Betty, Moni No Love, Dog Cigar Mafia, Uncle Fred. Just going down the list. Welcome to everybody. I'm glad you're here. I've been having last couple of weeks been real cool, man. I can't lie. I'm gonna get right down to it. People have been making videos and stuff, and I just been sitting back laughing. I see that Nutville made a big splash last Friday, so I guess we might have to pick it up where we left off because it was the talk for the weekend. I couldn't help it. It was funny to me. I just gotta look at this one more time. This was funny to me. I don't give a damn what you say. It's hilarious. Phone home, phone home. I don't care. That was funny. That was good comedy. How y'all doing, man? What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you? I am in a great mood, y'all. I'm feeling good. I am feeling good, good, good. You know what? I'm just gonna sit here and I'm talk. I'm not even tripping, man. I'm not even tripping. Let's be clear about something. As you know, I want to say this off the top. Marcellus is handling all the donations for the legal fund. I don't have nothing to do with the handling of the money. So for those of you who have been making little allegations about me and saying whatever, I don't care. You know I don't be caring. You're going to say what you're going to say about me anyway, and it's all good. And I just look and I just laugh because I know the truth, and the people that really know me know the truth. So I just let it be what it is. Cash App is $ Marcellus McMillan. He's handling all the funds for the legal defense. and what we're trying to accomplish. We're asking for $20.88. If you can give more than that, we appreciate it. If you don't have $20.88, whatever you feel led by the Spirit to give, we appreciate it, because we have made it up in our minds that we're going to help. We're going to help make YouTube and social media fun again. All this stalking and doxing and harassing and menacing and threatening people and going to people's jobs and calling people's jobs and standing out in front of their place of business and things like that. That's going to stop. That is totally unnecessary. We're not going to put up with that anymore. So, yeah, I had to start out with a joke, Lynn. I had to, because that was funny. I'm sorry. That ET was hilarious to me. That every time I feel like laughing, I just scroll through my phone and look at that nonsense, and I start laughing. But I'm getting this out the way because I want to say this to you. Marcellus is handling the funds, and when he feels the time is right, he's going to come on. He's going to explain to you how much has been taken in, what is going to be done. He's handling that. I am just offering my support because we're working together, but Marcellus is the point person. I am not handling any funds. I'm going to say that for the people in the back, for all the people that have been lying on me, saying I'm a thief, I'm a liar, and all that stuff. You ain't got to worry about that, because I ain't got my hands in nothing. So, with that being said, let me take this off the screen. I ain't gonna hold you long. But I saw a video. This guy, this recording artist out of Florida, goes by the name of Nino Brown. And I was thinking all last week, I said, what do I want to talk about this week? There's two things came up. Well, you know, fake friends, we all have them. We have to be very close. My parents used to always teach me, Darryl, be careful of throwing around the word friend. Be very, very careful about throwing around the word friend, putting the word friend in your mouth. Oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. We're friends. We're friends. My dad used to always say, you could count your friends on one hand and still have some fingers left. And my grandfather used to say, 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. I'm going to say that again. 3 people can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. And my daddy used to always say, you can count all your friends on one hand and still have some fingers left up after you count them. And I had to learn that lesson the hard way. Everybody that claim that they're for you are really not. They're not for you, but they pretend they are. So they can look around, see what you got going on, and then they run back to your enemy. Anybody, and I want you to hear me well, anybody that claims they're your friend and they associate with your enemy, they are not your friend. They are not your friend. Anybody that associates with your enemy, somebody that's trying to hurt you, kill you, put you and get you put in jail, cause you to lose your job, lose your family, whatever, they are not your friend. If they associate with people that are out here trying to do those things, like a fake murder plot on you, on me, and you know what they tried to do to me, and you still over there rocking and talking to them on the phone and talking to them online or whatever you do, emails, texts, all that stuff, you're not my friend. You're just a spy. You're a snitch. And I'm going to deal with you accordingly. Now, there are some people that they thought they were being slick. I just played dumb because I played along. And I was like, oh, okay. They pretend to be my friend, da-da-da. And then we be in a group chat. Next thing you know, they go off. And everything we talk about, they go tell the other people. Then next thing you know, the other people talking about it. And I use that to my advantage because I saw some of the people doing that. And I said, okay, since they're taking stuff back, I'm going to send them back with the wrong information. And then when the other people would talk about it, I would laugh because I knew where it was coming from because I sent it to them. But then some people were so deceptive. They pretended they was close to me. They pretend they cared about me, and they pretend they cared about other people over here. And as soon as they be on the phone with you, or as soon as they be in a group chat with you, oh, I gotta go. I'll be right back, y'all. They go to pretend, oh, I got somebody at the door, somebody calling me. Or I gotta talk to my boyfriend. I gotta talk to my girlfriend, or whatever, my husband, my wife, whatever. I always have an excuse to get off the phone with you. Once they hear what they need to hear or what they want to hear, they get off the phone or get off the chat with you and go elsewhere. That's cool. But you got caught. Then when you get caught, you get mad. Now, the audacity of some people, they lie, you catch them and they lie, and then they get mad with you for telling them that they lying. God's got his people, Satan got his. It is what it is. And it's all good. I'm not ignoring y'all over there. I see y'all. Hey, and welcome. For the people that always been over here supporting, thank you. I love you. Welcome. For people that's in the bushes, love you too. People that hate my guts, hey, God be with you. Because while you hate me, two things you need to know if you don't like me. Two things you need to know about me. Either I don't know, or I know and don't care. Either way, you the one mad, I'm not mad. Because I ain't losing no sleep over nobody. There's one thing I had to catch myself. The one thing I'm gonna say one name, but I'm not gonna say nobody else's name, but I'm gonna say his name. Mookie. I know you listening to Mookie. The last thing I'm gonna do with you, Mookie, is argue. Go back and forth, making videos about you, talking about you. This is my last time ever saying your name publicly. But I'm using you as an example. The last thing I'm gonna do, Mookie, is argue with somebody that we over here. Y'all put a 1 in the chat for what I'm about to say. If I'm telling the truth, if I'm lying, put a 2 in there. I'm not gonna argue with anybody that we raise money for Special Olympics and donated the money to Special Olympics in your name. What do I look like arguing with somebody with special needs? We raised almost $500 over here because somebody was bullying and harassing you, took the money and donated it to the Special Olympics in the city of Chicago on your behalf, in your name, in your honor, and we made a video about it. But you forgot all of that. We raised almost $500 cash and made a video, donated it to the Special Olympics of the city of Chicago on your behalf, in your honor, because we stood up for you when people were bullying and harassing you, making video after video after video about you. But then what did you do? You turned on us, well, mainly me, and you went over there to the main people that were calling you retarded, slow, stupid, making all kind of fun of you. But now you rocking with them. They raised $500 for Special Olympics and donated in your honor? Have they cash apped you $500? Have they sent you money to get you something to eat? Have they helped you out on a utility bill? Have they bought you some clothes? Anything? Have they even done anything or made a video showing that they love and care about you? Have they done any of that for you? No. But we did. But I'm all these names now. All those other people we named, we shepherds for the devil in your eyes. Yeah, us. I'm not arguing anybody that gets a check from the government because they slow. That includes you, E.T., that conundrum out in Seattle, all of the special needs sector, short bus shorty down in Texas, the conundrum in Seattle, till you do right by me in Massachusetts. None of y'all. I'm not arguing with anybody They rode the little short school bus with the tinted windows in the wheelchair lift. I'm not arguing with y'all. I'm just not. The devil is a musty lie. I can read and spell. I'm not arguing with y'all. I'm not. Nobody over here gonna argue with you. We gave money to Special Olympics for you. On your behalf. What the hell I look like arguing with you? Any of it. That's why I sleep so good at night. Y'all mad as hell with me. And I sleep like a baby every night. I work 60 hours a week. I got 2 sons in college, 1 on the way to trade school. I'm a man. I'm a real man. I'm a grown ass man. Been grown for a long time. I'm not arguing with nobody to get a check. The checks I get, I earn. The checks y'all get are given to you because you are unable to care for yourselves. Y'all all get checked. Y'all get SSI and disability, Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, WIC, whatever y'all get. You're in group home settings. You have guardians that handle your bills for you because you don't even know how to put a debit card in the machine and get money for yourself. I'm not arguing with y'all. Why? Why would I do that? I'm not going to do it. You can make all the videos you want. I don't never see them. People tell me about them. I never watch them. But what I am going to do, I'll be with you in a minute because I have some stuff to share tonight. But after the video, I have something to share tonight. I have something to share with you tonight. Nobody knows what I'm about to talk about. Not even the people over here, or not even the moderators and the 18, nobody. I thought about just the right way to say what I got to say. And then I'm going to chill the rest of the night. I'm going to make me a nice little rum milkshake with chocolate ice cream, drink, and I'm going to fall asleep, and Lynn and everybody else going to make fun of me because I'm going to be snoring after I get off of here. Because I live good. I got goals and plans and money. And I just can't see myself. I got a master's degree. I'm working. I'm hustling. I'm not going to argue with people that write their name with crayons and got coloring books and etch-a-sketches and shit. I'm not going to do that. The devil is a musty lie. I'm not going to do it. So the special needs sector, y'all ain't even good enough to be in the B sector. Y'all four horsemen of the apocalypse, y'all can go somewhere. Deuces. But I don't know what to tell you, because you got to realize by now that nothing you say about me is going to make me mad. Not going to hurt my feelings, nothing. Because see, the people in the room over there, they love me, I love them back. The people that really know me, they love me, I love them back. Y'all got the 8 crayon set. Y'all don't even have the big box of crayons. Y'all got the 8 crayon, you know, the real fat ones they give you in kindergarten and 1st grade. That's the ones y'all writing around with. I have an ink pen. I write shit. I know how to log on and stuff. But I'm gonna educate you tonight in a minute. But anyway, I want y'all to watch this video, and then I'll be right back. Compliments of Nino Brown. I'm giving credit. This is his video, and this is for commentary. I'm not stealing his content because I am not a thief like some people. This is for commentary and educational purposes. I'm about to use his clip to illustrate a point. This is his video, Nino Brown, and I'm about to show it to you. So I am not stealing any content, unlike other people. So here we go. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. It's some people that come to your page every day faithfully. You don't even know they come to your page. You know why? They don't click like, they don't share your stuff, they don't comment on nothing, but yet they come to your page every day. Damn, she ain't fell off yet. Damn, they ain't get no divorce yet. Damn, he ain't lost his job yet. Damn, he still got that car. Wait a minute, that's the same house. They ain't evict him yet. And they'll log off and they'll come back on in a day or two or maybe even a week just to check and see if you lost the things that God blessed you with. See, you got to learn the difference between support and surveillance. There's some people that follow you right now that don't want you to know they following you because they really in secret competitions with you and they losing and they mad because you ain't stuck in the same situation they stuck in. Your house ain't caved in. Your roof ain't fell down. Your life ain't fell off. Your wife still with you. You still happy. You still got the things that God blessed you with. You still able to survive. You still able to be a father, a mother to your child. These people can't stand that. So they watch you. They watch you. You're under surveillance. They don't want you to know that they watching you because you know why? If you find out, it's going to be evident that they on some sucker shit. Understand what I'm saying? And see, I want to tell you something right. The sad part, it's going to be the people that you grew up with. It's going to be the people that you consider family members. It's going to be the people you consider old best friends. Do you understand that Jesus was crucified by his own people? It wasn't the people that was the enemy that crucified Jesus. They gave him an opportunity. They gave him a chance to say, no, don't kill him, man. But they still hung him because his own people wanted to see that. There's some people that say they support you, but they don't support you. They don't love you. You know what they doing?
Yeah.
They're watching you. And you under surveillance. And when that hate don't start working the way they thought it's going to work, they're going to start telling lies on you. Just remember, the happy people ain't hating, and the hating people ain't happy. There's some people out here that ain't happy to see you got what you got because they ain't got it. They ain't got their man the way you got your man. They ain't got that Benz the way you driving that Benz. They ain't got the house you got. They might have a house, but they ain't got the happiness you got.
Woo!
They ain't got the success you got, even though they still in the same field as you. There's some people can't stand that. There's some people that couldn't support you, but they never gonna support you because they know your potential and they know that you got the opportunity to pass them if you get a little bit more help.
Say that.
Watch these people, because these people are hide up under you. These people will play like they for you. These people like, yeah, dog. At the end of the day, man, they want to see you die. And they want to help people nail you to the cross. They want you up there hanging like Jesus. Understand what I'm saying, baby? But God got a different plan for you. You going to keep blowing smoke all in a hater's face. You going to keep blowing past their ass because a hater will never be greater than you because he's too busy hating on you. Instead of spending his time working hard to get what you got or get better than you, they taking their time up trying to figure out how to stop you from getting the shit you got. That's why they never gonna have shit. And I ain't never believed in magic until I seen my dog turn into a snake. Woo! I seen my dog right before my eyes turn into a snake right in front of me. He started slithering and started whipping right through the wood. You know why? Mm-hmm. Because one thing about your dog ain't never happy for you. There's always gonna be a stranger that supports you the most. And the people that you keep close and tell you they love you, gonna be the one that kill you in the end, dog. Understand what I'm saying? Nino killed G Money. You already know the stories, man. Tony Montana killed Manny, and Rico killed Mitch, and all the rest of that shit. Understand what I'm saying? These people got you up under surveillance, and they watching you, and they want to see your failure and your demise closely.
There you go.
They want to see if God gonna allow them to see it, but the truth is God keep blessing you because he know it's somebody that's praying on your downfall. So he keep rising you up and taking you up them stairs. You on the stairway to heaven. Them people going through hell. Keep on climbing. Keep on going because they watching. They all watching. The people that say you wouldn't do it, the people that say you couldn't do it, the people that say you never were gonna have nothing, the people that say you ain't gonna never be without me, them the people that's watching you the most. They got you up under surveillance. They gonna keep you close, keep grinding, and keep proving them wrong. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. YouTube.com/Nino Brown 305. Y'all make sure y'all go to WeTheBusiness.com right now and get a crown, because you a king and you a queen and you can't put a crown on a clown.
You can't put a crown on a clown. Woo! Yes, sir. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. You can't put a crown on a damn clown. Say that again. You can't put a crown on a damn clown. And that's what I've been dealing with, going on a little over a year now. People been come around, oh, Darryl, oh, we love you, we support you. Then they fall off. Then some more come. Oh, Darryl, we love you. Then they fall off. Then people that try to get in your inner circle to go take stuff back over to the other side of the fence. And when I heard that message Monday, oh boy. Y'all need to check his videos out. Nino Brown. He got lots of positive messages like that. But people wasn't taking him serious because the way, the way he dressed with the hip hop stuff and the gold grill and talking real hood and slang. But his message is powerful and he reaching people. Do you know that guy? Now, this ain't, maybe people say that this ain't saying nothing. Donald Trump invited him to the White House. That guy sat down with Donald Trump for 3 hours. But when he went to the White House, he wasn't dressed like that. He had on a suit. He was suited and booted, and he was handling business. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Now, having said that, it seems, things come across my desk. In my line of work, ladies and gentlemen, I deal with some good people and I deal with some very bad people. And people that just don't seem to learn a lesson. When you tell people to leave you alone, they think you're playing. They think you're a joke. So then they start bothering you. Yep, they start bothering you. Doxing and harassing and stalking. So you have to teach them a lesson about life the right way. And as you know, you have to do it. You have to do it offline. You have to do what you got to do offline. So, being in the line of work that I'm in, I'm a person that works in the legal field. I have people that I'm connected with. And it's a funny thing, the job I got, one of the main reasons I got the job is because they were aware of my legal situation that I've been dealing with. And they liked how I handled myself. They liked the fact that I have smart parts and that I know how to file documents. And I showed them my writing samples. And they were impressed. And they hired me on the spot. So I've had friends that are in this chat, and they can put money in and let them know I'm telling. So I'm telling the truth for people in the bushes. I had friends over here, real friends, that got only that they begin with salt, everything, for one reason, because they are attached to me. Those cowards that come in and directly because I fight back. But because I'm an empath, I don't like to see people like care about me. So they use them to try to get back at me. Call people's jobs, calling their nonprofits, or putting pictures of their families on the internet. Everything. I always say, You contact this professional license board. You need to follow what you need to do this and this on and you do a law, here's the law for each you live in. You know, go ahead and do that math. I'm not going to say strategy or black information. So you can't see anybody else's cup up. And when time came, I didn't have enough to fill my own cup. Okay, now is my audio better? My audio better now? Is it better? Is my audio better? Let me know. Okay, good, because it was a little, I'm sorry. So I was helping people and my cup was empty. And I wasn't able to help myself because when it came time for me to do for self, I was so drained. I'm falling asleep. I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm weak and da 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 da. So I had to help myself. You can't help nobody else until you help yourself. So I utilized my resources, my job. I said, hey, this is what's going on with me. I showed them the videos that have been made about me. I showed them all these court cases and all this other stuff and how my family was put all on the internet, everything I've been through. Showed them everything. And they, you know, because people like me. Darryl, this is what you need to do. You need to go to this building, 5th floor. You need to file this paperwork. Tell them we sent you. Show them what you got. I took my jump drive, sat down with a person, filled it out. They said they're gonna take it before the judge. Now, what I'm talking to you now has nothing to do with the legal fund down here. This is something completely separate. This is me right now. Everything I'm talking about right now, this is me. And if you haven't done so already, please click like and share. This is me talking. This is not what Marcellus and the $20.88. That's for a whole separate thing. This is me personally. This is something I'm doing. And it don't cost a dime. So I'm not asking for any money. What I'm doing right now is free, scot-free, because of the line of work I'm in and what I went to do didn't cost me a dime to do it. But what we're doing over here is on a whole bigger scale. So we need money for that. So, and Marcellus is handling the money. I'm gonna say that again for you people out here to say I steal and lie. I don't have my hands on nothing. Only money I got my hands on is the money that I earn myself. So run tell that. But anyway, so I filed some paperwork. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it'll be coming to y'all's door real soon. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to read a little something to you. It's from some laws because y'all like to read stuff, so I'm going to read something to you because some of y'all are a little slow over there in the bushes and on the other side of the fence. There's some codes in this state that deal with menacing and stalking. And you violated all of them. So I'm going to read to you. He said, no person by engaging in a pattern of conduct shall knowingly cause another person to believe that the offender will cause physical harm to the other person or family or household member of the person or cause mental distress to the person or a family or household member of the other person. Me. In addition to any other basis for the other person's belief that the offender, which is you, will cause physical harm, threatening me with BB guns, threatening to come do something to me, threatening to have me locked up for attempted murder plots that I had nothing to do with, causing me mental distress to the other person or the other person's family, my household. I don't have to prove it. I just have to say I feel, based on what you've done and the video evidence I have and the documents I have, that I feel for my safety and the safety of my family. You threaten me. I have the proof that you did. I have the proof that you've been menacing and stalking, harassing me. Every time I'm on live, you simulcast my shows. That's a violation of YouTube's policy. That's stalking. That's menacing. When you go to people's jobs and you go on a rooftop and you showing videos of where they work and you standing by their car, putting their car and their license plate on the internet, that's stalking. That's menacing. But I will continue. The other person's belief or mental distress may be based on words or conduct of the offender that are directed at or identify a corporation, association, or other organization that employs the other person or to which the other person belongs. If you call somebody's job, if you calling asking for, hey, I got 20,000 documents I want notarized, and I got the text message, and then I showed it to the courts. That's what that's talking about. Because when you call my number, you say, well, that's your cell number. You put it out there. My cell number is my business number. When you call me to conduct business, that's what I expect to be done. Business, not you calling and harassing me and bothering me. That's menacing and stalking, according to the laws of the state that I live in. And then when you threaten me, I told you, offline. I told you months ago, I'm going to deal with you offline. I guess you thought I was playing. Number two, no person through the use of any form of written communication or any electronic method, the internet, of remotely transferring information, including, but not limited to, any computer network, YouTube, social media, computer program, computer system, or telecommunications device shall post a message or use any intentional written or verbal graphic gesture with the purpose to do either of the following. 1, urge or incite another to commit a violation of the law. When you put my information out and you encourage people to harass me and call me out my name and do all of that stuff, FUPA this and he's a thief, he's a liar, and all this stuff. You slander and defame my character, or you incite people to say that they in fact are going to come do something to me at your behest, because you've created the environment, the atmosphere of hostility towards me of total strangers who don't know me. That's what you did, the 4 of you. Urge or incite another to commit a violation of law. I already read that. Number 2, no person with sexual motivation. That's 1 of you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let that go. Whoever violates this section is guilty of menacing by stalking. Menacing by stalking in this state is a 4th degree felony. But because of my job, it's a higher level felony. Because of what I do for a living, it's a higher level felony. I work for the government. You are harassing and stalking and menacing a government employee. You are affecting how I do my job. That bumps you up to a whole nother gear. Let us continue. Section 2. The offender made a threat of physical harm to or against the victim as a result of an offense committed under the division of Section A. A third person induced by the offender's posted message made a threat of physical harm to or against the victim, me. The offender trespassed on the land or premises where the victim lives, is employed. You did that, Texas 2-step. You went to somebody's job, or attend school, or as a result of an offense committed under Section A third person party did the same thing. Or if you harass somebody that's a minor, i.e., you put my children's picture on the internet. I have a minor child that you put his picture on the internet. This is the kicker. The offender has a history of violence towards the victim, which y'all haven't seen me face to face, or of any other person, or history of violent acts toward the victim or any other person. One of you, we had to get your ex-lover safely away from you. We had to raise money via Cash App, buy them, pay for them to be in a hotel and fly home, one-way ticket the next day. The other one, you have a history of violence through your videos. You threaten people, threaten to blow somebody's head and face off. You have anger outbursts. You scream and holler, yell and cuss. The third one got open warrants because you assaulted the grandmother of your child. The one child that you don't claim. You assaulted that person. The other person is threatening people with hammers and everything. And then this other person has a history of violence, beat up some tricks when she used to be a prostitute. So the history is there. You have a history of violence. All of you. It's right here. It's right here. And when I filled it out Monday, and the judge looked over it, and they'll take care of everything in a few days. Bear with me. I know it get kind of dry because y'all want me up here. Some of y'all here for the roasting and gagging, but this is educational. This is how you deal with people offline. You don't argue. You don't yell and scream and call them out their names and all that. I crack jokes, yeah, because that's, I did stand-up comedy for 5 years. But this is how you deal with folks. See, I refuse to argue with anybody that we raise money for Special Olympics, that was in the trailers in the back of the school, and they got to eat lunch first because the rest of the kids, they couldn't be around the normal kids. I'm not gonna argue with y'all. Not. Now, subsection. Prior to committing the offenses, the offender had been determined to represent a substantial risk of physical harm to others as manifested by evidence of then recent homicidal or violent behavior, evidence of threats placed by them or another, and has caused the potential victim to have a reasonable fear of violent behavior. That means one of y'all been putting my address out there. One of y'all might decide you're gonna get gangster and hop on a plane or a Greyhound bus or hitchhike and come over here and try to mess with me. I wouldn't advise that, because this is a Second Amendment friendly state. And you present yourself as dangerous in the eyes of the law. What do they mean by a pattern of conduct? Glad you asked. Pattern of conduct means two or more actions or incidents closely related in time. Those multiple videos that you do about me. At first I said, you're just making videos, you're trying to make a name for yourself off of my name. But that's a pattern of conduct. All the videos that y'all done, all the group chats, all the doxing and the harassment and the emails and texts and putting people's families on the internet, that's a pattern of conduct according to the laws of this state. Even if there's never been a prior conviction of these actions, I'm going to read it slowly. Of two or more actions or incidents closely related in time, whether or not there have been a prior conviction based on any of these actions or incidents directed at one or more persons employed by or belonging to the same corporation, association, or other organization. Actions or incidents that prevent, obstruct, or delay the performance of a public official. I am a public official. Official capacity or the posting of messages, use of intentionally written or verbal graphic gestures, or receipt of information or data through the use of any form of written communication or an electronic method of remotely transferring information, included but not limited to a computer, computer network, program, computer system, or telecommunications device, constitutes a pattern of conduct. Now, here's the other one. Mental distress means the following, which is what you cause when you harass somebody like myself. Let me see your transcript. Roxanne, Marcellus, any other member of the A team, any of the supporters of the A team, anybody. You cause mental distress, not only in this state, but across the nation. Mental distress as defined by this state, because this is a criminal code. Different states deviate a little bit from it, but it all, if you look up the codes for your state, it's going to pretty much tell you the same thing, give or take. Any mental illness or condition that would normally require, pay attention, bush people, psychiatric treatment, psychological treatment, or other mental health services, whether or not any person requested or received psychiatric treatment, psychological treatment, or other mental health services, whether I go to the hospital or not. If I say you cause me stress, but it just so happens, or if you have a pre-existing condition and you're aggravating me, intensified my stress level and agitated it, and I have a note, a letter from my therapist saying that I was already being treated for some depression issues because I did lose my father last year, and your harassment while I was grieving the loss of my father enhanced my depression. Fix it, Jesus, fix it. So some of you saying, well, Darryl, what defines a public official? Glad you asked. See how calm I'm talking? Public official has the same meaning as stated earlier. A public official, you work for an organization, a group, a school. You serve the public. Mailman, UPS. Mailman, government official, school board, state, local. Boom. That's what it is. And what it means by posting messages on social media: transferring, sending, posting, publishing, disseminating, or otherwise communicating or attempting to transfer, send, post, publish, disseminate, or otherwise communicate any message or information, whether truthful or untruthful, about an individual, and whether done under one's own name, under the name of another, or while impersonating another. You have committed a felony in the state of Ohio. Ain't talking so loud now. Now you say, well, I didn't do nothing because that's what your boy parking lot thought. Gonna say, well, I ain't did nothing. I stopped talking about it. Or the person that employs him. I ain't said nothing. That's somebody else. Third person means in relation to conduct as described in Division A, Section 2. Third person. They still on the hook too. Felony, state of Ohio. Organization includes an entity that is a government employer. Family or household member, that's self-explanatory. But for the sake of the law, I don't know why I got so blurry. Fix it, Jesus. Anyway, any of the following who is residing or has resided with a person against whom the prohibited act is committed against: a spouse, a person living as a spouse, a former spouse of the person who has lived with you within the last 5 years, a parent, foster parent, or child of the person, or any person related to the victim. The natural parent of any of the child whom the person against whom the act prohibited in Division A of this section is committed is let me read that again. The natural parent of any child of whom the person against whom the act was prohibited in Division A, Section 1 of this section is committed is the other natural parent, or is the, I can't even pronounce that word, potatoes, other natural parent. Bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. Basically, my parents, me, anybody in my house, anybody that lived in my house, you can't bother. That's a felony. Anybody that's cohabitated with me for the last 5 years, if they slept on my couch and you found out that they lived here and you started bothering, they cover under what I filed Monday. Pay close attention to this one. The state does not need to prove in a prosecution under this section that a person requested or received psychiatric treatment, psychological treatment, or mental health services in order to show that the person was caused mental distress as described in Division D, Section 2, Subset B. That ain't the state's burden of proof. That's yours. So what does all that mean? Glad you asked. It means I put some papers on y'all asses. That's what that means. I put the papers on you. I handled you offline. Check your mailbox. That's what it means. I told y'all I wasn't going back and forth with you. I got a job. I got several jobs. I got a family to feed, bills to pay, and a life to live. And you ain't a part of it. I told you a long time ago, go on about your business. Leave me alone. Leave my friends alone. Leave my family alone. You didn't have the guts to come head up with me, so you started nitpicking and messing with people. I told you. So now you're going to deal with the white folks that like me. You committed felonies, not a felony, felonies. Stalking and menacing. Cross state lines. I told you. See, I read books. And while you was out there making videos and laughing and clowning, I went offline. And I got papers. And I went to the courts. So everybody that sent you, gonna get something too. So everybody mailbox gonna get a little something special real soon. But like I said, what I'm doing has nothing to do with this here. It's $20.88, totally different. That's a whole nother thing. This is me, one-on-one, me and y'all. And it ain't costing me no money to deal with you the way this is just my little offline. See, you're going to have a knocking at your door, and it ain't going to be, quote the Raven, nevermore, knock, knock, knocking at my chamber door. No. I told you, sit your ass down. Go on about your business. Go on get. I told you. Go on somewhere. Go on now. I told you. But y'all don't think fat meat grease. Y'all don't think shit stank on a hot summer day. I was serious about this. I sat there, y'all just talk. I let you talk. I ain't saying that. You simulcast my videos while I'm on live. I flag your videos. Some of them get taken down. Some of them still going waiting to be taken down. But this is what's going to happen. When that judge does what he does, I'm going to get that paperwork. I'm going to turn it into YouTube. I'm going to turn it into Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere else you are. Every platform you're on, I'm going to turn it into them. And you're going to go like smoke in the wind. Then I'm going to sue you. This is just me talking. This is not this. Oh boy, I'm not even gonna talk on this. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on this. This is me talking about what I'm doing. I'm not even gonna discuss this. This is Marcellus's. He got the lead on this. Marcellus is gonna talk to y'all when he feels the time is right. He gonna come and talk about this here. This is me talking right now. I told y'all. And thank you, Slick, for those of you that got on Social Security and think, well, you can't garnish my disability, or I'm on a fixed income, I can't get. But guess what? You have something called earning income potential. So you get a tax return, that's mine. You get you hit the lottery, that's mine. Them cash apps, that's mine, because whenever somebody cash apps you, you get what's called a 1099 statement. That's taxable income. And since it's taxable income, that's income that I can, yeah. I told you to sit your ass down, but you wouldn't sit down. So now I'm gonna help you. So Darryl Moore live to make a stupid video. I went through the day and look, there was 100 videos about me. All the ones that you got on your little stinking ass channel that got over 300 views, it's me. I'm gonna take all that away forever. And I'm gonna take your channel away. I'm gonna take your service dogs. That's an asset. I'm gonna take your dogs. I'm gonna take your little gaming chair and set it on fire. You have nothing that I won't, but I'm gonna teach you a life lesson. You don't go messing with grown folks. You stay in a child's place. Told you to go sit down. I told your little boy, your little punk ass boy that got you out here doing this. Because see, you're his CTV, and he's the CTV for the breadbasket person. So you the new flunky. So you about to learn a life lesson. That church hooker, she gonna learn a life lesson. All in people's chats running her mouth. I'm a nice little knock on the door. Right over there in New Jersey. Knock, knock, knock. Boop. Right over there in South Carolina. Knock, knock, knock. Boop. Texas. Knock, knock, knock. Boop. Georgia. Knock, knock, knock. Boop. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but just know you better check your mailbox. You better look out your window. You're gonna get something. You're gonna get something. 100 videos, Marcellus, about me. I just was skimming because I was on my lunch break. I'm just scrolling down like, I'm counting. YouTube's policy. Your name can't be in the video, can't be in the hashtag. None of that. Face all over the place. I ain't say nothing. I just went downtown to the court. Went up to that 5th floor. Showed them what you've done. Showed them what the other people have done, because they've taken theirs down, but I had it on a hard drive and I plugged it in. I said, this is what I've been dealing with for 2 years. These are the threats I've gotten for 2 years. These are samples of what's been happening to me for 2 years. All while I'm distressed. All while my father was dying, when he died. Family emergencies, medical emergencies. All while I was dealing with that. I was in school, getting my youngest child out of school, daddy dying, all of that, all those life transitions. And you out here harassing me. You caused me distress. And I have that documented from my therapist. I didn't say nothing. I just sat here. I didn't say a word. I let you think you was winning. I let you think you was winning. But guess what, though? Guess what? Pay attention to this. You obviously haven't been paying attention to my intro to my show, so I'm gonna play it for you and read what is on the screen. Checkmate. Bitch. So, told people I wasn't in my fraternity. Told people how to contact my fraternity. Guess what? The national president got his number in my phone. Talked to him once a month, sometimes twice a month. He's a licensed therapist, by the way. Told him what was going on. I said, yeah, got some people saying I ain't a member of the fraternity. February 1st, 1992, I became a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. This February, I celebrated my 30th anniversary as a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. But you said you were telling people that I was pretending to be a member of the fraternity. So I guess I was pretending so much I put a brand on my Omega brand on my arms, huh? Yeah, I was pretending so much. That bulldog on my shoulder. Half man, half dog on the other one. Yeah, I pretend. Yeah, I pretend. Yeah, I pretend. All right. So you say. So back to the paperwork. Just so you know, because some of you, I don't live where you live. Guess what? When you commit a felony, that's, and I quote, Section B on the other sheet. This court has jurisdiction over all proceedings under this section. A person may seek relief under this section for the person or any parent or adult household member may seek relief under the section on behalf of any other family member or household member by filing a petition with the court. The petition shall contain or state all of the following. The respondent is 18 years of age or older and engaged in a violation of the law against the person to be protected by this order, including a description of the nature and extent of the violation. And if I seek relief in the form of an electronic monitoring of the respondent, an allegation that at any time preceding the filing of the petition, the respondent engaged in conduct that would cause a reasonable person, I'm a reasonable person, to believe that health, welfare, or safety of the person to be protected was at risk. A description of the nature and extent of that conduct and the allegation, because I got all the evidence, that the respondent presents a continuing danger to the person to be protected. That means if I feel that you are so violent, and I showed the evidence that I have, that this person needs to be put on an ankle monitor until this situation is resolved. And the feds can make that happen. That's what happens when you go to school and you don't sit up in your apartment smoking reefers. And you ain't out there doing $20 holler tricks in the parking lot. And you ain't drinking cannabis-infused wines and goat cheeses. And you ain't touching little boys, allegedly boys' bread baskets. And you got real degrees that you didn't get from Tabletop Baptist School of Theology. I can do what's called an ex parte request for an ex parte order. That means I can go, I don't even have to discuss. They don't even, the courts, because of the nature of what y'all been doing to me, they don't even have to consult you or your side. They can just render a decision for me on my behalf, and then they talk to you after the fact. Look that up. That's a big people word. E-X-P-A-R-T-E, ex parte. Look it up. I'm not going to read all of it to you. You wouldn't understand it. No way. Get somebody here. You present an immediate danger, not only to me, but lots of people. You're not well. None of you are. $20 holler. Ain't even a $40 variety. Just a quick, as your boss would say, a one offer. Get over it. but you do have certain rights. They're gonna schedule you a hearing. Just be prepared. Get your best wig and your best fitted ball cap, and just be prepared for a Zoom meeting. Because yeah, but I don't think I have a problem proving that at least one of you needs an ankle monitor. I don't think I have a problem proving that. So and it's going to be good for at least 5 years. By that time, you'll be gone. Bye-bye. Your social media days is over. So see, ladies and gentlemen, you don't argue with people that you don't argue with people that rode the short bus with the wheelchair lift and the tinted windows and that chew paint chips, that was born with fetal alcohol syndrome and stuff like that. You don't. Or people that got to say their Easter speech last because they were slow on Easter Sunday. Oh, almost forgot. Because y'all so violent, y'all not allowed to have any kind of weapons, guns, knives, anything. Yeah, because I'm gonna request that. Because one of you saw me and my sons at the pistol range. I was instructing my children how to use a gun properly, teaching them proper gun safety, and thought it would be a good idea to post the video of them shooting a gun. And we know that they're not supposed to have a gun because they're on SSI because they have mental deficiencies. They're not competent. They're not allowed to have a firearm, even in Texas with their crazy laws. But it's gonna be all right because you're dealing with smart parts. I told you to go sit down. So your mailbox, your front door, something coming. I said all that to say this. I said all that to say this to you tonight, live from New York. It's Saturday night. No, dude. What I'm here to say is this right here. And I got to say it to you just one time. A couple of things, but mainly this. Mainly this.
The vlogger got me. 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 The vlogger.
Are we messing with the champ? Come on, Leslie. You didn't.
Kill. I'ma get them niggas. Kill. I'ma get them niggas. Kill. I'ma get them niggas. Hey y'all. I'ma get them niggas. And I'm coming. So, and I'm gonna say this again. Say this again. And I hadn't said nothing, but I'm gonna say this. Kim, you're my friend. And we're gonna talk offline some more. Because that situation you're dealing with that nut job that's been bothering you, I'm gonna help you get rid of that situation the same way I'm getting rid of this. Because you stuck by me when a lot of people did. But we're going to talk offline. We're going to talk offline. We're going to talk offline. But them drum beating jokers that been bothering you, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll talk. We're going to talk. So I ain't out here arguing. I ain't been out here yelling and cussing. And you notice I said, I'm going in a whole different direction with my platform. The gentleman that worked for James Brown, I'm setting up the, we had some bad weather here. Then COVID started kicking back up. So we kind of delayed things because I'm going to interview him. And then we're going to watch that. And I'm going to have to edit that and put that together. I'm going to play it. And then I'm going to bring him in. We're going to do a live interview. And people can ask him questions. That's the direction I'm going in. I'm going to be interviewing people. You're going to be surprised at some of the people that I have come on this channel. I'm not doing that special needs sector back and forth crap. I'm done. So I leave the foolishness to the fools. And I've kept my word. I'm not out here. I don't even say their names. I just said Mookie's name tonight because I had to illustrate a point. Mookie, I refuse to argue with somebody the likes of Mookie. We raised $500 almost and donated it to the Special Olympics on his behalf and his honor because he was being cyberbullied and harassed. And then what does he do? He turns on us and becomes friends with the very same people that were making fun of him. And you think I'm gonna waste my time and energy and talents arguing, going back and forth with him and people like him that eat the lint out of their navel and pick boogers and eat them and eat crayons all at the same time and paint chips, lead paint chips? No, devil is a mustard lie. I got things to do, and it don't involve y'all. But this right here, this involves you. Because I took it downtown to the white folks. Because I got tired of you. You stink in the nostrils of God, as Louis Farrakhan would say. You stink in the nostrils of God. So, since I work with people with smart parts like myself, and they tend to seem to like me a little bit, they told me where to go and who to talk to and what stuff to fill out and what to put in it and what to show. And that's what I did. Happy birthday. Early birthday, Miss Collier. Happy early birthday. So I ain't going to be on here. I just wanted to let y'all know that's what's going on. And if you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, please click like and share. And if you feel led by the Spirit, you can bless this Cash App right here. I like money. Hell, everybody like money. I like money and sex. Everybody do, I hope. And cigars. I like cigars and brown liquor. But I'm going to say this again for people go out here in line. What I just talked about has nothing to do with this. This in the ticker tape. This is Marcellus is taking the lead on this. This is a whole different situation. The $20.88 is for a whole different thing. And I'm not even going to try to inform you or discuss this. Marcellus, when he feels the time is right, will come before you and he will discuss it with you and answer all of your questions. I'm just passing the word along. I'm supporting Marcellus's efforts. I'm following his leadership, and that's where it stands. And that's as far as I'm going to discuss it. My mouth is closed. His will be the mouth you hear talking about the $20.88. What I just talked about tonight was what I'm doing. Me, the individual, not the 18, not the supporters of the 18. Darryl Moore himself dealing with them jokers in my own little way. Ain't got nothing to do with this here. Ain't got nothing to do with this. Marcellus will be talking to you about that when he feels the time is right. I told you what I'm gonna do. Not what I'm gonna do, what I've already done. Because see, I got all of y'all name, your dates of birth, and your address. And I went downtown to the big people building. Not the little slap on the wrist building. The one that they start out at 5 years and up building. Told you to sit down. See, while y'all's out here windmilling, name calling, I was reading statutes and laws, stuff that I went to school for. Undergrad, graduate, and now. While you was out there name calling, oh, Fupa and this and the all these names y'all call me that y'all thought y'all was hurting my feelings. While y'all was talking, I'm sitting at my desk. I'm sitting there with my laptop and I'm looking over. Oh, that's what this statute means. So now I go back to my job and I say, oh, hey, can you explain this statute or this section here and this section here? What does that mean? How does that apply to my situation? Oh, Darryl, this is what you need to do. And that's what I did. Told you to go sit down because I was led by the Spirit. I was led by the Spirit. And God orders the steps of a good man. See, you're of Satan. As much as I mess up, God orders my steps. That's why he blesses me in front of you, and you can't stand it. The harder you try to bring me down, the more he raises me up. He prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. You make video after video. You replay my stuff without my permission. I flag it. I report it. I file the necessary things with YouTube and other social media platforms. And take my little pen and fill out stuff and sign it. They stamp it, receive, notarize it, take it over to the judge, and I just sit down. I'm not arguing with nobody. I refuse. I'm going to say this again. I refuse to argue with anybody that wears a wig on their head that feels like Easter basket grass, does $20 holler tricks in a parking lot. Somebody that beat up the grandmothers of their kids, don't even own or claim two of their kids, bouncing here and there everywhere, putting a fake baby on a 50-something-year-old Jewish man, a special needs boy that hangs out on rooftops and parking decks, stalking somebody, cannabis wines and cheeses, going, that person. Somebody that's dumb enough to think that the doctors chopped his fingers and other body parts off when he was a baby and they grew back. What the hell I look like arguing with y'all slow niggas? If two people are arguing and somebody across the field is looking and one of them's a fool, the person that's on the other side of the field can't tell who the fool is because both of y'all argue. I'm not a fool, so I'm not going to argue. You're not going to run my blood pressure up. The devil is a musty lie. I ain't shoot. When I get off of here and I got my drink ready, I'm gonna talk to them for a minute. Then my old ass gonna start nodding. They gonna start laughing, and they dirty asses. You know what they do? They sit there and screenshot me with my mouth open like that, because I be knocked out. I be getting good sleep. I'm talking about drool, snot, and everything. But when I wake up, I'm refreshed and well rested. And while I'm sleeping, you up in the middle of the night, can't rest. No peace of mind, plotting, trying to figure out what you're going to try to do to me, and none of it works. Why? Because God got his hand on me. The dirty old cigar blocker who drinks dark liquor, smokes cigars, and cuss and look at porn. And God still favors me, just like David. And his ass was a hoe. He had a woman killed, a woman's husband killed so he could get with her. And I ain't nowhere near bad as him, but God favored him too. Made him a ruler over a nation. So what do you think he's going to do with me as it pertains to you? You can't stop what God has started. See, y'all see me now. I'm going to tell my testimony now. Oh, I got hit with it now. Y'all see me now. You don't know about what I've been through and where I come from. You don't know when I was sleeping in my truck with all my stuff around me, sleeping behind abandoned houses, washing up in truck stops, spending my day in a library because they had air conditioning and heat. Because I ain't have nowhere to go. You didn't know me back then. You see me now. You don't know me back when I lost my children. You don't know me when I was facing 60 years in prison for something I didn't do. But y'all tell the story, oh, he went to jail, he did. But you don't tell that my record got cleaned. I got the governor of Georgia signed off and set me free. You don't tell that story. You don't tell how God brought me out and I'm still standing. You don't tell that story because you don't know me like that. And I ain't ashamed to tell you, God done brought me a long way. He ain't even got started with me yet. I still got breath in my body. God is not finished with me. And ain't nothing you can do about it. But watch. Get down or lay down. Which one you gonna do? That's street. That ain't Bible. That's street. Get down or lay down. Because I'm gonna keep going this way. I'm not back here. I'm this way. I'm looking this way. You don't know what I've been through. Half of the stuff I've been through would crush you. I done lost 2 children. Had cancer, been homeless, been to jail. Daddy died. Last person. See, you don't know the strength I got in me. You don't, if you really knew who I was, you'd leave me alone because I ain't scared. I got on a plane last year, flew down, got a rental car, drove straight to the hospital. Last person to see my daddy alive. Held his hand, told him I loved him, kissed him on his head. 3 hours later, he was gone. I woke up that next morning, 2 hours later. He died at 4 in the morning. I got up at 5, an hour and a half later. Laid out his clothes for his funeral. Started writing his obituary before I went back to the airport. Handled all his burial. You don't know hardship until you've had to pick out the clothes to bury your parent in or write their obituary and plan their funeral. You don't know what that's like. It'll kill you if you ain't built on something. If you're not built on a solid foundation, it'll kill you. But see, when I was a little boy, my daddy raised me up to be a man. He said, one day, my life is going to be in your hands. My dad had an aneurysm when he was 69 years old, and I was the one that had to make the decision whether to pull the plug or do the surgery because he trusted me, his baby boy, because he raised me to be a man. That's something some of y'all don't know about, and it shows. You didn't have a positive mother or father figure in your life. I did. That's why I'm over here and you over there, mad and angry all the time. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. You don't know nothing about that. And it shows. You weren't anchored. You're not rooted in a solid foundation. Your house is built on sand. Mine is built on a solid rock. It ain't going nowhere. You might tear the house all the way down to the foundation, but because my foundation is solid, I'll rebuild. You get torn down, you're utterly destroyed. Just like they tore down Jerusalem. And he said, tear it down in 7 days, I'll build a new one. That's me. That ain't you. That's me. People like me that they're talking about. Some of you mad. Your parents threw you away. They didn't want nothing to do with you. Oh, something wrong with that boy. Boom. I'm going to pack up. I'm going to move to Indiana in the middle of the night. Take one of your siblings with you and left you behind. Or I don't want nothing to do with that boy. Go off and get married, start a whole new family. You sitting there looking at him on social media, mad. Man got a wife and a whole set of siblings. Don't have nothing to do with you. 2 of your kids getting raised by the great-grandmama and grandmama because you too sorry. You out here got 3 kids, don't know where your kids at because they're the children of tricks. All y'all out here your ringleader. It's not molestation, it's exploration. That's what y'all are. Y'all are a brood of vipers. But remember, the mediation. Can't talk about him, but I can talk about his associates and his boys. You know, the one that allegedly was 19 touching a little 12-year-old. And the other one that drove a boy to the point of suicide and beat him in a hotel in Florida. I can talk about him. I talk about the master teacher, the master con artist who allegedly had somebody get molested in his mansion. I can talk about that. Ain't no mediation about that. And if one card falls, the whole house of cards is gonna come tumbling down, because what? Birds of a feather flock together. And I'm coming to get that straight. It's a system, as Jimmy Battles would say. It's an evil system, and it must be brought down. And I didn't realize it fully until the last couple of weeks. I'm the one that God wants to use to get that done. I don't want to do it. I'm just like Joshua. I'm a warrior, but I don't want to go to war. I don't want to go down in the valley and fight. But if I go, I'm gonna destroy everything that I see. You've been warned, all of you. But this time, I ain't by myself. I wasn't by myself before, but I got people in high places now that can help me fill out the right things, dot the I's across the T. There will be no mediation this time. The truth is going to come out. All your little proclivities and your sexualizations and your explorations and all the other stuff, all that's going to come out this time. Because I got some audio that ain't never seen the light of day. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting. I'm sorry, y'all, if I upset y'all, for those of you that have lost a loved one. But see, I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like. I had to go down there, say goodbye to my daddy. I caught a plane, knowing that I'm going to see my daddy for the last time. He died. I had to walk into my mother's room, pick out his suit, prepare his clothes, lay him out, take him to the funeral home, do the obituary. Mind you, I've lost 2 children also. But I'm still standing. Why? Because my daddy, before he left this world, and when I was a child, he laid the foundation of what I am. You may not like nothing about me, but you will never be able to say that I'm not a man who stands for something, because that's how I was raised. Even if you don't like me, even like Mookie, who turned on me. I wasn't always Mookie's enemy. I helped Mookie when the rest of y'all didn't. I took him under my wing, loved him like a little brother, and he turned on me. He betrayed me just like Judas with a kiss, a figurative kiss. Oh, brother, I love you. You my brother. Da da da. Be careful of the people that's always patting you on the back. They're not congratulating you. They're not there for you. They're feeling for the soft spot so they can stick the knife in when you ain't looking. Remember that. Everybody that patting you on the back ain't your friend. They just feeling for that soft spot. So when you turn your head, they go, I stab you in your back. I learned. See, when you stop learning, you stop growing. I'm never too old to learn. I'm 52. I'll be 53 if the good Lord let me make it to June. But I'm still learning life lessons. Everybody ain't your friend. And every now and then, God will put a situation in your life to remind you of that. The reason when y'all was attacking me and I was dealing with the death of my father and everything else that was going on in my life, I was working full-time, school full-time, trying to get my youngest son out of high school, 2 boys in college, daddy dying, all that going on. And the reason I was able to keep my wits about me, because when I was a child, I was raised to be strong. I was raised to keep my wits about me when everybody else was panicking. And God put people in my life from time to time that said encouraging things to me, like the people over here in the chat. Darryl, we praying for you. Some of them really meant it. And God pushed them out to the front. Darryl, you need anything? No, just talk to me. Or I come in and say, hey, I just feel like talking today. I'm kind of down. God put people like that in my life to keep my head up, keep my spirits up. You don't have that. That's what makes you so mad. That's why you're suicidal. Y'all don't understand what it's like. I ain't got no family, ain't got no friends. But to have friends, you must first be a friend. And you don't know nothing about that. Because you're evil. You're evil and you're bitter. And until you change, but God can straighten you out. But you rather go to God yourself and say, God, I'm sorry, please clean me up, than for God to strike you down. There's a big difference. You better get right while you got time. Because if God decides to deal with you, because God ain't going to see you mistreating me and other people who ain't done nothing to you before he step in. It's going to come. It's going to come hard. It's going to hit you like a fist. You, for those of you that prayed for my daddy to die, your daddy might already be dead, or your daddy might be walking the earth right now and just don't have nothing to do with you. And see, while my daddy was alive, I loved him. He loved me. He knew how I felt about him. I knew how he felt about me. We had a bond. We had a relationship. Even though he's no longer here in the physical, I feel him here and I hear him here. You don't have that, and your dad is still here. Your mama's still here. Mine's still here too. Even though my mother's in failing health, my mama 85 years old. My daddy left here. I can honestly, I stood up his casket. I said, well done. 87 years old, 64 and a half years of marriage, 6 grandsons, 2 great-granddaughters. And we was all there when he left this world. We was all there to say goodbye the right way. And the military gave him a 21-gun salute and gave that flag to my mama. What is anybody giving you or your family? I'll wait. So you thought that would make me feel bad when you said something about my daddy? I'm blessed to have said that that's my father. I'm blessed that my mother is who she is. Because see, when your mother cast y'all away, when I was a baby, the doctors gave up on me, said I wouldn't live. My mama took me home and laid me out on the kitchen table, and she put her hand on me and she said, God, I know you love him, but I love him too, and I want him to stay here, and I want him to live. And the doctors are giving up, but my mama did. My mama prayed over me. I got a praying mama. I'm a grown man. I call right now. My mama still was up. I said, Mama, I'm feeling bad. Pray for me. She said, baby, I pray for you every day. What do you have? That's what eats you up inside. You don't have nobody covering you in prayer. And it shows. You wasn't raised anchored in God. And it shows. So when the winds and the storms of life come, you just blow to and fro like a leaf in the wind. You don't have no solid foundation. See, when you get in the boat and the boat start rocking, you get scared. I don't. Not because I'm this super brave dude, but because I know in the Bible who's in the boat with me. And he gonna say, peace, be still. He ain't gonna say storm, be still. He don't even entertain the storm. He tells the peace to be still. So read that story when he said him and the disciples got in the boat to go to the other side. He didn't say they hoped that they would get to the other side. If you with Christ and you in the boat and Christ in the boat with you, you're going to get to the other side. There ain't nothing saying the water ain't going to be rough and the boat ain't going to start rocking. But at the end of that journey, you're going to get to the other side. That's me. That ain't you, because you're not anchored. That's not you. That's what bothers you so much about me. It's not the little material thing. Material things come and go, like jewelry. Next year, this time, I might not even have this jewelry. Well, I'm going to have this one. But I might not have anything. I mean, you could take everything from me material-wise, put me in the middle of the street with a sheep tied around me. But because I get what I got here and here, come back in 6 months. I have everything back that was taken away from me, plus some. Because I'm anchored. The people over here are anchored. Just look over in this column here. You got professional people, retired people, leaders in their prospective fields. Ain't nobody over here getting high, smoking reefers, living off of government assistance. Everybody over here is a respectable person. That's what bothers you so much. But you can have it too if you turn your life around. If you humble yourself and pray and ask God for forgiveness, he will step in. But pride comes before a fall. I told you, pride comes before a fall. You've been out here, and I'm about to go for real. You attack me for telling the truth, and you support liars. So because you do that, you're an enabler. By attacking me and siding with the enemy of righteousness, by default, you support criminal activity, child molestation, allegedly, prostitution, drug use, stealing, aggravated assault, armed robbery, fraud, extortion. Those are the types of things that you're supporting because you cash out these people. You subscribe to their channels. You're in their Patreons. You go to their meetings and conventions and functions. You support that. But you attack me for pointing out the fact that what they're doing is wrong. I'm the bad guy, but they're the saints. That's all right, though. But the Bible did speak of this. And I've read it here, and I'm going to read it to you one more time. And that's the perfect way for me to end this show tonight. I'm going to read this here for you. Everything about me has been verified. But it's all right, though. But you read this here. I'm going to take this ticker tape off because y'all get the point. This is what we're dealing with. Look at over there in the Ukraine and all around the world, these natural disasters, earthquakes, wars, and famine. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 9. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people. They are the kind who worm their way into the homes and gain control over gullible women who are loaded down with sins and are swayed by all kinds of evil desires, always learning but never able to come to a knowledge of the truth. Just as James and Jambres opposed Moses, so also these teachers oppose the truth. They are men of depraved minds, who, as far as the faith is concerned, are rejected. But they will not get very far because, as in the case of those men, their folly will be clear to everyone. Let me go back to verse 6. These are the kind who worm their way into homes and gain control over gullible women who are loaded down with sins and are swayed by all kinds of evil desires. That's what we're dealing with right now in the world. Who are the target market of them people that attack me? Black women, ages 35 to 55, unmarried, with or without kids, and they have, on average, have a 7th grade education. How do you know all this, Darryl? Glad you asked. When YouTube does what's called analytics, they analyze your audience who watches you, and they create those folders. They say, well, the people that watch you the most are in this age group. The gender of the people that watch you are this group. They break it all the way down. That's how I know. I got smart parts. So when I look at your videos, I say, well, why are they why do people listen to them? Who's listening to them? Then I start doing my homework. Then I click on your channel and I put you up there and I look at your analytics. It breaks down. The people that watch you are females between the age of 35 and 55. On average, they have a 7th grade education. The numbers are there. You just have to read for yourself. You have to do that thing that y'all don't like to do over there. Read, not just read, but read, comprehend, analyze. Read and analyze what you are looking at. Anybody can call off words on a page, but are you comprehending what you see? That's it. Thank y'all for coming. If you haven't done so, please click like and share. I've had a little fun being silly, but I hit you with the facts. I ain't yelled and screamed and all that hoopla. Don't have to. But those of you who have been bothering me, you need to be looking at your mailbox and peeking through them blinds, because it's not going to tell you when, but it's coming. I gave you fair warning to leave me alone a while back, and y'all thought I was bluffing. So now God has put me in a situation where people are helping me who are in positions of great influence. And all they got to do is pick up a phone and say, hey, I sent Darryl down there. Boom. So now you're going to get what you deserve. You sowed a bitter harvest. You planted bitter seeds. Now you're about to reap a bitter harvest. And you deserve all of it. Every last bit of it. I have no bad feelings about giving you what you deserve, because all of you together tried to not only shut me down, you tried to hurt me. You tried to hurt my family. You tried to have me arrested. You tried to have me discredited, defame my character, slander. You did everything you could. But God kept his hand on me. And now you're about to reap the whirlwind of what you've done. You were given every chance, just like Lot's wife. Leave Sodom and Gomorrah, don't look back. But you look back. And then you not only look back, you started trying to harass me. So now you're going to get turned into a figurative pillow of salt. To serve as a reminder of what happens when you go after God's people. You're about to get yours. Offline. Peace. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.